The city of the free peoples of the expanse is hidden in the middle of the vast desert on the far side of the Dragonspine Mountains and is guarded by the Achaierai Riders. Hey, it's Tim here, your average dungeon master and your amateur bar master. Today, it is cold, it is snowing, there's a storm, it's crazy, everything's shut down, so I'm making a hot toddy. No, I'm making an Achaierai Rider. Achaierai are 15-foot tall murder birds from 1st edition D&D. Four-legged creatures, they're semi-sentient, and they'll stomp out anything that gets close to them with their giant taloned feet. And Achaierai Riders were created by my favorite dungeon master, Jeff Kanata, who runs a live play D&D called The Dungeon Run. And this is a take on a hot toddy using chai spices and rye whiskey, so it's an Achaierai Rider. See what I did there? So I've been heating up my mug for this hot toddy, my Don't Worry I Have a Plan mug, and I'm going to start by dumping out my hot water. And I've got hot water in my teapot that's been steeping with my chai spices. In here I have a cinnamon stick, allspice berries, black pepper, and cardamom. And I took all that and I toasted it. I ground it up and then I put it in to steep in my hot water like I'm making a tea. Now I'm going to add about a tablespoon of black tea leaves as well. So this is a tea-infused hot toddy. So I'm going to let those tea leaves steep as I finish making the rest of my drink. Give it just about 2-3 minutes to steep in that water. I'm going to use rye whiskey, honey syrup, and lemon juice. I've got an ounce of honey syrup. It's 1-to-1 with hot water so that it pours easier. I'm going to use what I would call a splash of lemon juice. It's more like a 1/4 ounce because I don't want the lemon to take over in this, but I definitely want it in there because it adds a lot. So about a 1/4 ounce of fresh lemon juice. And then the star here is my rye whiskey. This is Old Hammer, straight rye, from West Fork Distillery, bottled in Indianapolis by the West Fork Whiskey Company. Drink local. It's cask strength rye whiskey. And on the bottle here, it actually tells me the batch number, the proof, which is 113.8, alcohol by volume 56.9. So it's a strong cask strength rye whiskey. The rye is going to stand up to the chai spices. And it's also a funny pun, so I couldn't not use it. I'm going to use 1.5 ounces of rye. I'm going to start with that. And the beauty of a hot toddy is that you can keep drinking on it. Add hot water to heat it back up and add rye to it to heat it back up, if you know what I mean. I've been steeping my tea for a couple minutes. And so I'm going to top this with my hot water. Now I'm going to top it with a cinnamon stick. And I'm going to grate some fresh nutmeg over the top. Some people use nutmeg in their chai spice. There's a lot of different recipes out there for chai spice. Find what you like. Some people use ginger in it, which would be really good. And then, yeah, I'm using a black mug for this. I'll use a clear one for the close-ups. I don't have a super fancy set of glassware. I've got a really cool glass toddy mug that my son got me for Christmas, and it's got NFL logo on it. You know, it was made in China. The logos are skewed, but I love it because my son got it for me for Christmas. You know, use what makes you happy. This is about enjoying your drinks, being happy. Cheers. That's perfect for today. It's cold outside, blustery. I don't want to go out there. I was out there shoveling snow and it sucked. The Achaierai Riders tried to hide inside the wide side and bide by the tide, but they lied and cried, and someone died. No one dares brave the vast desert expanse. You've been traveling through the brutal, arid desert for what feels like months. No sign of civilization. And then you see a sandstorm threatening to overtake you. But no, this sandstorm is moving quickly towards you. And then you see in front, creating the sandstorm, some kind of creature. No, birds. You've heard legends of these fearsome Achaierai Riders.